recording how to do a partial in Flex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and walk through it, not add everything, but just tell you where to get whatever needs to be added. So on this, you go to Menu, Add Listing. We select Property Type, Residential, My Name. We can put the tax ID in. When we do that, the parcel number. When we do that, it will automatically load some things. We have to be careful though when we do that. I tend to not like doing that because adding things automatically sometimes adds wrong information that we didn't notice was wrong. Put in the street number, street name. This one we type. There is no drop-down menu. Street suffix, there is a drop-down menu. Town, drop-down menu, state, postal code, county, account number. This comes off of the tax card. This is not the parcel ID. Parcel ID is the first one here. This one is the treasurer's account number. Usually it starts with an R. It's not the one with dashes in it. Then we would say save and complete, and it would create a partial that we could go back to if we had to check out of this and come back. Main fields. Main fields were single family. I should just start typing, huh? I could probably type fast enough. Travis. Yeah, save. No co-listing agent. Go to the next one. 733. Enter. Have. Quebec, Colorado, county is Mesa. I'm going to have you come back and do that one, that account number, because I don't want to look that up. Verify the location, and yes, that is it. Drink. This one will often suggest a different location. Maybe it stopped doing that. Okay, so when I hit save and complete, it took me out to this. Click on listing information and it takes us back. And we've got that there. Main fields, it is single family. There is no subtype of single family. Major area, Quebec. Area is Quebec. Asking price. I need to do an amendment. We're going to do $199 on this one. Furnished. So the Grand Junction MLS is very particular about all of these required fields, and the Flex MLS is not. I mean, required has to happen to get submitted, but they don't care if you have empty things like this. So we can say no, but we don't have to. It's got 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 0 3/4, 0 half. The lot size, I'm going to have you go back and look that up. Acreage. So lot size, if it's in this one, we can pick one of these. You know, let's say it's that. This acreage is if it's more than 1 acre. You can select a range here of where is it. If you don't select one, you can say refer to lot size, and lot size has square foot. This one is square foot, the other one is acreage. Garage. We're going to say this one has 2 car because it has 2 single car garages. Prefab, no. Listing date. Again, we'll make that the day that we actually go live. Expiration date comes off of the listing agreement. The seller's name comes off of the listing agreement. We don't have to fill out occupant. Transaction broker, listing agreement. This is the percentage. Percentage comes off the listing agreement. Is it a variable commission? You know, that's the part where if I have in there that I'll reduce the commission if I bring a buyer, then we say yes. I don't think this one is. I don't know. I should let you check though. It's not a flat fee. I know that. It's not limited service. It's not an REO. We have an exclusive agency, this is kind of stupid because we have an exclusive right to sell that makes us an agent. It's not a foreclosure. We're a member of the Glenwood Association. We're going to give a special warranty deed. Does it have an additional dwelling unit? No, it doesn't. The subdivision location, I'm going to have you go back and check that. I don't think there is one because I think it's just in the town of Debec, but I'll have you check that on the legal description. When you go back and check that on the legal description, we close the door. Go back and check that on the legal description. Cut and paste the legal description, put that there. Zoning is just going to be residential. Number of acres, divide the square footage by the square footage of the lot by 53,560, which is an acre, and put this lot square footage in there. This is living heated square foot. So how much square foot is heated? That will come off of the assessor. How much of that square footage is above ground? How much of that square footage is below ground? In this MLS, these two rarely get filled in because this is the only one that is required. How much is unfinished square foot? You don't have to do the garage square foot. If you want to, you can. How many levels are there? This has a basement. Main floor master? Yes. Does it have a loft? If you want to put those things in, you can. The year built, year remodeled, we're going to leave that empty because it's unclear. This is the parcel number. Directions, you know how to do that. For this property, all of these can just remain blank. There is no home performance on this one. It still has some wooden windows. Metro Taxing District. This one is going to be no almost all the time. The only areas that have a Metro Taxing District in this MLS are Snowmass and Aspen. So those are going to be no. Taxes, what were the 2019 taxes? That's going to come off of the tax card. Is there a transfer tax? There is not. HOA dues? No, not on this property. HOA transfer fee, therefore, is no. Earnest monies on the listing agreement payable to, I can't remember who we said on this one. Probably land title. Check in the file. Status will be active. Public remarks. Addendum would be where we put our agent confidential remarks in the other MLS. The showing instructions are always going to be showing time. Let's save it, and we're going to go to another tab. Yeah, I think it might actually be easier to put them in this MLS versus the other one. So that was the main fields. Now we're in details. And here we just check things that may or may not be true for this property. You know, it's a ranch. You know, go ahead and check through this list of stuff. None of these have to be filled out though. But the advantage of filling them out is that if someone searches by one of these, we will come up in their search. Room dimensions are not required in this MLS, so just don't do it. It's just extra and kind of rubbish. Most of the time, we're going to leave these how they are. These are all opt-out of things, and we don't have, typically people opt out. Do we want to show the address on the MLS, on the IDX? Yes. And that's basically it. It is easier to do in Flex than in Paragon. Largely because things you may notice that aren't in here are, there's no water districts. There's no electric district. There's no school district. None of that are fields in this MLS. I'm going to stop the video.